Namaskar, my name is Vijay Sridhara and I am an IT architect, graphic artist, photographer and an author. I am doing this video to share with you that I have released a software called ImageLibrarian. ImageLibrarian is like a librarian in the library, in your physical library, where he arranges all the books neatly in different racks by categories. So ImageLibrarian also performs a similar function with your little effort. And this is released under Apache 2.0 open source license so that you can improve ImageLibrarian, or you can just use ImageLibrarian free on Windows. This works on Windows. This was developed using .NET Framework. And now regarding the functions, what is ImageLibrarian? What exactly is ImageLibrarian? If you are a graphic artist, if you are a photographer, lot of photographs or images might have piled up in your drives, in your SSDs, in your hard drives, in your USBs, everywhere they're all piled up. Now you don't know where your photograph on for a certain occasion lies, right? Even if you're a mobile photographer, that you have a smartphone and you constantly take good pictures or take pictures out of your smartphone everywhere, and that happiness only stays for a moment. After 5 years or 2 years, you don't even remember. Forget about years. After say couple of weeks, you don't even remember what photograph did you take and why did you take, who are the people involved. You don't even remember. Only when Google throws at you that 3 years back, these are the things that happened, these are the photographs that you have taken, and it creates a collage out of your photographs and throws at you. Then you realize, oh, 3 years back, this is what happened. I took this picture. But can you make it better? Can you organize your photos so that at any point in time you can go to a specific photograph? Yes, you can. What you need to do is you have to download your photographs or JPEGs. For photographs and graphic artists, they already know, they are following a certain organization already, because Adobe has these librarian kind of softwares, Corel has, but they are paid versions. So photographers and image artists or graphic artists, they already are aware how to do this. But if you're not aware how to do this, you just have to download all your photographs to a folder. You can organize them in subfolders, or you can just dump them in one folder. And show that path to ImageLibrarian when you install and import the pictures, and it caches all the images. It makes a thumbnail of each image and puts in a cache, so that when you reopen this library, all images are thrown at you very quickly. It doesn't take too much of time. Suppose if you have 8K picture or 4K picture or 2K picture, these pictures, when you open as thumbnails in your folders, they take a lot of time, isn't it? They take a lot of time because every image has to be read, the thumbnail has to be created, and it has to be shown at you. So it's not easy. The image processing takes a lot of time. But whereas ImageLibrarian, what it does is it creates the thumbnails immediately when you import a folder of images and puts them in its cache. It organizes them. Now each image has a provision that you can comment on that image, rate that image, and tag that image. You can have multiple tags on single image so that you can search these tags at a later point in time. So if you're not aware, photos.google.com is the place where you can download all your smartphone images from which are running Android. So you can dump them. So the Google will take a little time to create a zip folder out of all your pictures. If they are maybe 2 GB, 10 GB, 20 GB, you may have GBs worth of pictures. So Google will take some time. It will tell you, I will take some time, and it will give you zipped folders. All the zipped folders, you put it into one folder, and when you open ImageLibrarian, you throw this, you import this folder into ImageLibrarian, and ImageLibrarian will do the rest of the process. In this process, it will cache the images, it will not rename the files, it will not organize the files in the original location. What it does is it takes a copy, a thumbnail, small thumbnail. So if your image is of say 10 MB images there, it will convert it into probably 200 kilobytes of image. So it's very small image, or probably 100 kilobytes of image, and puts it in cache in thumbnail format. And this thumbnail will be given new name, and it will point to it will be shown to you. When you click on the thumbnail, original image is shown to you. So your thumbnail is only for reference, but it has a link to the original image. This original image is open for your editing and all. You can rate this image, you can recategorize these thumbnails. You may want to put all your family related pictures under family category, all your personal pictures in personal category, and so on and so forth. But your original images need not be disturbed. In whatever way you have dumped them, let them be there. You organize the thumbnails and it's properly organized. So organizing your source pictures will take eternal amount of time, but organizing your cache pictures will take very small amount of time compared to the original pictures, because they are very large. You have to view them to really categorize them, and categorization is not easy in File Explorer if you don't know. And now the beauty of ImageLibrarian is that you can also have a private folder, private archive rather. You can have n number of archives. You can have it comes with two default archives. One is main archive, another one is private archive. Private archive comes with a password 123. Private archive is not usually visible in the UI, but main archive is visible. You can have multiple archives. All these archives at any point in time, you can only view one archive in which you can have categories and subcategories. That's all. Okay, you cannot have multiple levels of subcategories. There is an archive, main archive, in that you have categories, n number of categories. Each category can have n number of subcategories. So this is how the division is. So for example, in the main archive, you can have a category called personal, you can have a category called family, you can have category called photography, and then in the category called personal, you can say office related or work related, hobby related. So these are the subcategories. You cannot further go down. You can tag that image for with other tags, but you cannot go further. So there is an archive level, there is a category level, there is a subcategory level. These are the three levels that is maintained on an image. You can copy some images from one archive to another archive without copying the original images. Only the cached images are copied. They will be given a new name in the archives, but all these copies will be pointing to one single file. There are no multiple files. All these copies in the cache will point to one single original file. You can edit the original file using simple internal editor. There is a simple internal editor also which can rotate, flip, horizontal, vertical. You can also crop the image, you can also resize the image. So all these simple functions are provided in ImageLibrarian, or you can also do complex editing using GIMP, which is an open source tool, or Affinity Photo, which is a proprietary tool, or you have to purchase Affinity Photo, or Adobe Photoshop, or any other image editor. So there are, I remember there are 3 to 4 slots where you can specify the image editors for your editing of original image. When you click on the cache image, right click and then say edit with simple editor, Adobe Photoshop, all these things. So you have to configure that to be able to edit that. So this is ImageLibrarian. This is going to revolutionize or reduce your work, revolutionize your work, easy search capabilities. All these things are incorporated into it. So thanks for watching this video. Go ahead and download a copy of ImageLibrarian. It is still in beta stage, release 0.3 at this point. A lot of functions are there. You just have to explore, because I haven't written the document yet. Please go ahead and explore. Thank you so much for watching. Namaskar.